Welcome to week 4 of Wednesday Night Pickleball at the Ranch. I've got Edward here with me today. He's going to help out. Edward, welcome.
Well, it's awesome to be here. Isn't this weather just spectacular?
We've got 83 degrees, 6 mile an hour of wind, and we got some great matches presented by Paddletek for you guys to watch. Really excited about the first one. You can see the Seattle Stomp out there with their team going against the Burien Bruisers. Both teams are undefeated. This is a big matchup.
This is a big matchup. This is going to affect top spot in the standings here this week. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. We've got some great players in this first matchup. Right, the first round's going to be mixed doubles to start the day. Is that right?
Yep. We got Daniel and Takako. They're warming up right now. That's a really good mixed team. Going against Devin and Andrea. Another spectacular mixed team.
This is really a matchup of OG and sort of traditional hard chop tennis. I was talking with Daniel and Takako earlier, and both of them have their favorite shot is the same thing. It's the lob. And so you're going to see a lot of dinking and dropping and nasty lobs, hopefully, from both of them. Takako's got one of the best out here.
She is known for that lob, and it is really good. And it's hot, and the wind could come into effect. A lot to watch for. Pretty exciting stuff.
You know, and on the other side, we've got Andrea Olson and Devin Sjoquist. I mean, these are both players who've got some decent, legitimate tennis chops in their background. Andrea hits a two-handed backhand that is spooky scary. She's playing with that Austria paddle. She can put the ball on that backhand. She's got 3 or 4 different targets. She can go with it.
Yeah.
Devin, absolutely great backhanded player as well. Loves to jump the corner. If he gets dink wide, we're going to have to watch for that backhand ATP, which is his favorite shot.
And, you know, Devin, I think he's over the 50 mark, but you can't tell out there with his endurance. We've been playing with him for 6 years. He is quick. He's always moving. And he's a bit of a strategist. He does a good job of setting up a game plan and making you fall into his traps.
So he's a doctor. He's well-studied. He's an educated man. He is going to try and beat you with his brain, not just his body. But, you know, he's been playing for, a dozen years? 2011, I think, is when he started. And so I think of him as an OG-style player who grew up playing, as the sport evolved. So he certainly knows the dink-drop setup game. But he's got enough of that traditional power game that it'll be a lot of fun. I think he and Andrea are a handful.
So we're in for a treat.
We are. I think we are in for a treat.
And so this, like we mentioned, both teams undefeated. Gig Harbor Gladiators are at the top of the list right now, sitting pretty 2-0. But a couple teams tonight going to nip at their heels.
No, I'm a little bummed about the Gladiators thing. We battled them to a tie and let it get away in a tiebreaker last week. I tipped my hat. The Gibbons GM duo has put together a fantastic team.
Yes, they have a great squad.
They have their act together, and I tip the hat. But these are two teams that have some real depth to them, and I think can be in the play for what we eventually see the 4 teams making it to the playoffs.
Well, I'm excited to have this match underway at 6 o'clock. We're rocking and rolling. We're going to start here shortly. Let's talk about a couple more of our sponsors. So Pickleball Central, if you haven't seen them on the news lately, what a great tournament last week, and it seemed like they were in all the great commercials, and they're just a consistent go-to for good products. Pickleball related.
I think my love of Pickleball Central. Yeah. I spent a decade of my life there, so so proud that the current team that's still working there stepped up to help support this incredible event out here at the ranch. And so love and props to all of my family there.
Home team's on the near side, away team's on the far side. Correct, that side serves. Yep. Home's white.
We're just helping the groundskeeper get the team set so that we can get this all kicked off. The other companies that have really stepped up to support this incredible league here in Ravensdale. We're playing with the DuraFast 40. I think it's the absolute best ball in pickleball. It plays fast in the heat. It is easy to see with that neon green version. Thank you, Onyx, for providing all the balls for this particular event. It's the ball the pros absolutely prefer.
Takako, half of the way team serve, sorry. Andrew serve. And we're live. Yeah, that Dura is an exceptional ball. And here is the first serve. We got Andrea with a deep serve to Takako. Good clean drive there by Devin. What are your thoughts on this game? What are your predictions here? Let's talk about this.
You know, this is going to be a classic power versus control type of game. I think I'm going to go power on this one. Andrea is on a roll right now. She had a really successful weekend here at the PPA event.
And she won the mixed. She win that with Ashworth?
She did. You know, she and Ashworth. You just saw right there what she can do with that backhand. She can take it down the line. She's got multiple targets with that backhand, and her dink and soft game is really improved, and she's able to set things up. Daniel is a phenomenal. Oh my gosh! First lob of the game is not from Takako, and she successfully defends it.
Nice little mid-court reset there. Okay, let's see what they can do. 2-0 stomp.
Nice step in. So that's again Devin showing his lateral mobility. He's got good quick feet. Same guy.
Same guy.
puts it in the cord.
The commentator curse. It happens a lot every Wednesday night, to be matter of fact. Andrea painting that back line, trying to keep him deep.
I love how soft Daniel's able to play. Another lob from Andrea. This is interesting to see. So I was talking to her about her favorite court, and it is her backyard. She runs a number of sort of weekly games there. Some of the better lady players here in the Sound show up there and play. She's been working out a lot with Mioke Lee and Renata Baker, amongst others, Marion Bennick. So she has built her own support network out of that court that she has, and so as so many of the top players have found a way to get pickleball integrated right into their life at their homes.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more home courts, and very true. I mean, it's the group you play with, right? You're only getting better as long as you challenge yourself.
And for home courts, what about this place?
Yeah. Does it get better?
The groundskeeper and family have the absolute dream of courts.
Andrea with the back shoulder lob works out. That's 3 lobs.
That's 3 lobs. I'm going to start counting the number of lobs here because I think that's going to be a fun storyline out of this.
I love it. Stomp up 3-2. Ooh.
Left a little long here. Daniel's running it down.
Caught him kind of crawling to the kitchen line there.
We're 2-3-1 at this point. Good drop.
Soft little body bag there by Devin.
Yeah, that little inside-out flick.
Now, you'd call that more finesse than power, Edward, right?
I absolutely would. That ball could have been 10 mile an hour slower and still would have put a little thump on young Daniel there. So Daniel has been playing competitively now for only about 3 years, but he's another one who grew up with the game, with the court at the house. So many folks in the Seattle area have had the benefit of being either having a friend or family that have a court in the backyard, the birthplace of pickleball.
See if they can keep the momentum. You got the general manager, Lucas, in full boxing attire for the Bruisers.
Did you see his video today?
I did.
Wow.
That's what we got. We're going to go with the wow.
Wow. Oh, that's so
He's
Lucas.
all in.
He's totally
all in.
You know, the fact that he was more interested in being a GM than a player in this league, I mean, that was
Very cool.
That was really good GM chops there.
Well, I mean, not to be undone by the Mammoths. They are getting a tribe of followers right now. And make sure you guys are following the WNPBR League on Instagram, and a lot of really good banter.
This is the most amazing social experiment you could ever want to see. This is, probably about 200 or 300 people that are really actively involved in supporting the league. By the time you get family members and training partners and coaches and GMs and sponsors involved, it's really a beautiful thing. We are 4-4 at this point. That's a really, really funky. Takako has this really interesting grip that she's transitioned to here in the last year or two, where she has this punch that she can push the ball with off that forehand. And because the way she sets up that punch, she can go so many different targets with it. And she almost hits this sort of undercut, that grip allows her to move back and forth between a really great cross-court attack like you saw there to a, slap put away. And she stays in that same grip through the whole process.
Now, is she doing the Eastern grip, or is it kind of a hybrid between that and the Continental?
It's a hybrid, and she's still, she's shifting it, but she's able to defend like Riley has done. There's some other players back in the day. You look at Tanya Major and others who sort of started using that punch style grip. That it gives them the ability to defend from almost any position, but also create misdirects really easily with those attacks. Nice job coming back.
We got 6-4 stomp serving.
Stomp serve 4-6-1.
Got the tape there.
I count that as lob number 4 from the player who said their favorite shot was the backhand drive.
Yeah.
I think that I've been punked by Andrea.
She didn't let anybody know her strategy, and those are all left shoulder inside lobs. Devin with the great switch.
Lateral movement by Devin. He's seeing the ball early and moving, and that's the key to his success with those ATPs as well, is reading that ball as it comes wide.
Yeah, just anticipating well. It's working out. Tie ball game. Goose Alley there. Gets it to second.
So at the tournament this weekend, I got a chance to meet Daniel's parents,
Yeah.
who are also in the house tonight. So that you look at the support networks for all of these teams. It is this is a family affair out here. The spectators are just having a great time. I see one of the mammoths in the house, Brian Baker, has come with his family as well. I know that they are massive fans of Wednesday Night Pickleball. 7-6 second serve.
The challenger court over there, we got Cheney's up 9-7 over Bellevue. Looks like we got some close matches tonight.
This is a good night. These teams are all very deep teams. GMs did a very good job in their drafts.
That's not misdirect there.
The court I'm looking around at the players here, and I'm looking at the court IQ of so many of these players, just off the charts. Really great, thoughtful, smart players. So nice hold. 7-6-1. Takako, very patient and cautious, gave Devin a little bit of an opportunity, and he got a little excited.
Yeah, it was a juicy one. I don't blame him for attacking it.
Sounds like we got a 1-minute warning. That puts us at about 9 minutes into this game.
Good speed up.
I do want to comment on the fact that, the Bruisers did a good job on coordinating apparel today.
Yeah, they did.
I believe they went all the way down to coordinating the shorts that everybody's wearing. Everybody's in that dark pink. That's team spirit.
I love to see it. It's probably going to be the last one of this. Wow. Well done.
Oh, did we just get it tied up here right at the end of the half here? That's it.
A tight ball game.
I think we ended up 7-7. Is that correct?
7-7.
Excellent. Yeah.
So now the sides will have a couple minutes for a water break and switch sides. It's going to be exciting. Then another 10 minutes of play. We'll see where this one ends up. Let's talk a little bit more about our sponsors. So, New Belgium, they're out here. They are one of the greater sponsors that we have with their Fat Tire and their goodness that they provide to all of us.
I have already welcomed them as a sponsor yet today.
I love it.
They have done a great job sponsoring some players as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that their Irina, they've sponsored Irina amongst others. And they're doing an awful lot in pickleball. They were really great supporters of the sport. And the fact that they would step in and support this particular league just shows you how incredibly committed they are to seeing the expansion of organized pickleball around the Puget Sound.
And what a cool story they have. They were biking through Belgium back, I think it was, the late 80s, and they decided they wanted to bring this style back to America and started out in their garage and just absolutely took off. Fat Tire is, it's a household name now. So what they've done is pretty cool. And the Voodoo Ranger, also a fun one if you want to get a little extra juice in there. So thanks for being a part of this and supporting us.
And we particularly like the placement of the Fat Tire logo
Yes.
On the uniforms. You will all notice that for some of us, it's on our Fat Tire on our uniform. So props to the uniform coordinating committee for the league.
Let's also talk about Asphalt Patch Systems. They have been around for 40 years, building, repairing, and restoring Western Washington roadways, driveways. They're even doing pickleball courts, so best place to find them is online or through their social media accounts. Great company. Rockman Rockeries, Mark Bontes' company, started about 35 years ago. Got into a little bit of new construction and stuff like that for homeowners, but we're surrounded by beautiful rockeries and pathways over here that they did for the ranch. So if you're looking for any improvements on the backyard, reach out to Rockman Rockeries, and you can find them online at rockmanrockeries.com. Looks like play's about to resume. We got a tight one here, 7-7.
So on the other court, Shaney versus Bellevue, they're at 11-8. We're at 7-7 on camera here. Oh, the oh my God, I'm in trouble defense lob works. One of the things I am loving about the game is how some of the shots that we used to think were winners are no longer. Players are getting so much better on defense. This point couldn't have been a better example of that. A properly defended ATP, a popcorn off the net that dribbles over is properly gotten by a great move into the kitchen by Takako. Fantastic point.
Great finish there by Devin, too, hitting a good hard angle.
Yeah.
Look to Buren to keep him back. Well done there. Snagged the outside line on that one.
Takako setting up, splitting him a little bit, giving Daniel a great line down the middle. Nice change of direction for Takako there. We were out playing a little earlier just before the match started. There's definitely a little wind tonight, and so this quick change on the side like this at the halfway, it's fun to watch them adapt to playing with the wind at their back. And on that note, the wind just kicked up a little.
Some really well-placed shots here. A little off-speed slam by Devin there. Nice dig. Beautiful shot by Andrea.
And she fires her way out of trouble with a two-handed backhand and turns the defensive position back to neutral. Nice 50-50 stance.
And how many lobs are we at?
That
What's
is
the lob counter doing?
that is lob 5 for Andrea, and so far the only other lob hit was an accidental, oh my God, I got to defend the body lob.
What percentage are we looking at right now? Is that 2 out of 5?
You mean in terms of?
Successful lobs.
Oh, I think we're looking at 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5, okay.
Yeah.
There's that backhand.
And Takako with that great grip that she's got, that she was able to step across and play a forehand over her left shoulder.
What a battle there.
And that is the benefit of her having that grip, that everything's a punch for her, and it allows her to stay in that defensive position without having to roll the grip and switch from forehand to backhand.
Just see the top spin on that ball.
Yes, this is a good angle. This angle from here where we get to watch this from is great on that.
Let's see if they can get some momentum here.
8-8 second serve.
Unlucky.
Oh, that might have been an out ball there. Hard to stay off of those. So Takako is actually playing in the Tuesday night Pickleball League down in Arizona. The league is run by Jigsaw with their facility at the Orchard. So she is very familiar with and very comfortable with these timed format games.
So yeah, she was really, really fun to watch this year. Pretty sure they won it all. I think so.
I think they did. Good pressure.
Nice.
So nice to see that consistent pressure to push.
Crowd loves it.
Yeah, push back on Andrea and keep her back at that baseline and open up some angles that he could finally get a ball on. Takako just set that up with a gorgeous cross-court drop. That was, and Daniel saw it and just licked his chops and got ready.
10-9 bruisers.
Got a ball on, we're going to replay. So an update from the other court. We've got Shaney up 17-13 over the Bandits.
Pretty good lead. Return of serve goes long there.
Oh my gosh, what an angle.
Might have got away with one.
Yep.
An out ball was hit there.
So this weekend's PPA event saw a lot of Wednesday night pickleball players playing with team members from other teams. It was really awesome to see that this week, either with or against. So pickleball is a family affair. Oh my, full whiff. The wind just got
Victim
this.
of the wind.
Yeah, that just absolutely tied her inside out, turned her into a pretzel.
Yeah, we saw the podium. I don't know if it was the 5.0 mixed match, but I believe 5 out of 6 were part of the league. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, and we had 3 of the 6 in the 4-5 were also Wednesday night pickleball. Lucas and Aya, who are part of the Takako family. That's Takako's daughter and son-in-law. And then the Mammoths coach, Zach Ayot, and his partner, Tammy Snow. They ended up getting a golden ticket, beating Lucas and Aya in the final.
Really cool for them to do that together as a married couple.
Yeah, and Aya played so insanely well. It was so cool. I mean, Lucas is a beast, but Aya played such a great tournament. 14-9. Takako gives them a side out.
I'm really impressed with Daniel's kind of cut backhand third drop. It's a hard one to keep in with this wind, but it's working really, really well.
And he's, I think of him sort of an OG style player. He's very, very thoughtful with trying to use, take pace out of the game and keep ball low at the opponent's feet. Play the geometry of the kitchen and the. We got a little bit of. Oh, there we go. Nice play here. Daniel's had some success setting up the angle by driving ball middle and bringing the players together and then opening up an angle to the outside. Andrea, what great defense. Oh, boy. 4 great balls, and it was the 5th ball that got her.
Yeah, she hung in there well. Yeah. It's that backhand you were talking about, resetting and driving.
Yeah. Takes a ton of confidence to drive your way out of trouble. Referee called that ball on the line, and it was good.
Saw the same over here.
Yep.
15-10 bruisers.
Takako hit the other line on the other side on the second serve. This is a tough time to get this kind of lead here. The time is getting a little tight. 16-10 first serve. One minute left. I think that the Bruisers have this one wrapped up basically at this point with 1 minute left, serving 17-10-1.
Very competitive play on both sides, though. That drop by Takako's so good. See, good spot there, David.
These matches go so quick. It's 20 minutes. There's just that one timeout. It just feels so quick to the players. I know I've talked with my players as GM, and it's hard in the moment to really adjust. There's no timeouts except on that side change, and the match can really get away from you in a hurry, and there's no way to stop the train. That's it. That's time. That's it. And so we have the Burien Bruisers 18 over the Seattle Stomp 10. And that was on the video court. On court number 2, we had the Cheney squad picking up the win at 21 versus the Bandits from Bellevue at 14.
Edward, I'm going to leave you on the mic, and I'm going to go interview the champions over here.
All right.
And we'll mark those scores down.
Okay, very good. So there's one other of our sponsors that I want to take just a moment and another one of our gold sponsors and do a shout out to, and this is an organization I've had personal experience with. It's Custom Electrical Services. They do both commercial and residential electrical service work, and I just did a remodel on our place, a complicated remodel because it was in a condominium complex, and they did phenomenal work, on time, on budget. They've been serving the entire Puget Sound area here for quite a number of years. The team there really takes pride in their service, and so I want to tip my hat to the team there at Custom Electrical. They really are a great organization. If you need electrical services, go ahead and hit them up on the web at customelectricalservices.com. Hey, looks like stepping into the broadcast booth with me temporarily, one of the other mammoths, Brian Baker.
Edward, send it to the winners.
Hey, we're going to throw it to the interview with the winners here. Take it away, Tyler.
All right, what a battle! It started out pretty tight. It looked like really good team chemistry, and they outlawed you guys. That was my surprise from what I watched over there. Yes.
So, yeah,
some really good backside lobs.
Yeah, I told him just watch out. It's gonna come.
Resets. What'd you think, Daniel?
Well, like you said, they outlobbed us. I mean, those are both of our favorite shots, so I'm a little surprised there, but we were able to come away with the W safe and consistent.
Yeah, huge win for you guys.
Yeah.
Started off the night
Yeah.
perfectly. Excited to see what happens in the men's match here, but congrats.
Mixed matches. We are going to go ahead and transition over to the second round here, where it looks like we are going to be going men's doubles. And we're going to get the commissioner back here in the booth, I think, with Tyler. But I have to tell you, really special guest in the house tonight that's going to be taking over for me in this next. We have Jay Hall, a.k.a. Gizmo, who is an absolute legend in the pickleball world. Jay and I go way back. I think we met 16 or so. Might have been down in Naples, Florida, I think is where you and I first met at the U.S. Open.
Absolutely. How are you this evening, sir?
Well, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm blessed. If I told you anything different, I'd be lying.
Well, and you are here for what are you doing in the Northwest? This is your first trip up here,
This
right?
is my first trip to the Northwest, first trip in Washington State, and going up to Bellingham, Washington, the birthplace of pickleball, for a Dink for Charity tournament at Players Pickleball is helping sponsor. So just coming out to spread good vibes, man. That's it.
We are so lucky to have you here. What'd you think of that first set of matches that were out there?
I mean, it's crazy to see, the females that were just playing on this close court. Like, they're so short, but they pack so much power.
Andrea's got a wicked backhand. Is that not crazy what she can do with that
Unreal.
two-handed backhand?
And the crazy thing is, you're saying that she has that two-handed backhand, but Takako was sitting on the forehand to counter that. Like,
With that crazy punch grip that she's using these days, yeah.
and she got him a couple times on it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was a great match, and I'm looking forward to some great pickle for the rest of the evening, man.
So we've got a couple of interesting players coming up here in this next round. We've got, I believe what we're going to have here is we've got Sam Koo and for Shaney, so it's the Chupacabras. So Cheney is represented by Clayton Truex on the. He'll be wearing the white cap in the gray shirt. And Samuel Koo, Dr. Sam. So we've had now two doctors here on the court so far. Dr. Sjoquist being the first one of that first match. Samuel has had some fantastic success here in the Pacific Northwest at the senior pro level. Clayton is new to the pro scene, is starting to play some pretty significant pro level pickleball. He is a former professional baseball player, and when you see his hands, you will know what I'm talking about there. We've got, they're going to be playing Tony Thompson and Jackson Huerta, who are, I just love Tony Thompson. He's another one of the senior pros out here. He looks so smooth and confident on the court. Everything he hits just is like butter. Jackson is a beast. So this is very much senior on junior, power on touch from both sides. It's going to be a really great match.
Yeah, absolutely. I had the chance to play a couple of rec games with him earlier, and it's funny because pickleball is one of the only games that you can step out on the court or field, and you cannot judge anybody based on what they look like, their body type, or just your preconceived notion of how good of a player they're going to be or not, until they drop that ball 0-0-2 and they start whizzing them by you, and you're just like, oh my goodness. So you're talking about, hands phenomenal all over the court.
You're talking about Tony Thompson, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you're talking about that senior side, that the more seasoned, if you will. It'll be interesting to see if that plays a role in this next match.
Now, Tony, I'm fortunate I get to play fairly often with him, with a group up at Perigo and Redmond. He has a job that allows him to occasionally come hang with us retirees in the middle of the day. And we've gotten to see his game evolve as he's worked his way up from 4-0 to 4-5 to 5-0, and now playing some senior pro at events and having some success at the senior pro level. Very gifted singles player. And so he has the ability to put the ball from the baseline exactly where he wants. And he, as a doubles player, he takes full advantage of moving people around with it.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how it shakes out here.
So in the gray, we've got the Cheney Chupacabras, and here in the white, we've got the Bellevue Bandits. Getting ready to go, 0-0 start. So we continue.
Was that the first point?
That's the first point. And what did we see? We see a properly defended ATP, and the players are now learning to play that ATP through and win it on the second ball, not on the actual around the post shot itself.
There it is. Yeah, absolutely. Think back a couple years ago, a successful ATP was a guaranteed winner. Now, absolutely not. It's a couple more shots played out after that.
The defense and sometimes being able to counter because of the player being off the court, there's often a counter for a winner. That's a really nice looking two-handed backhand from Tony.
Just a little wide on that one.
Samuel plays a lot of mixed events with his wife. They both have a similar style, very conservative. They try not to make a lot of errors on the court. They play position pickleball. They play smart pickleball. But he is not afraid to light it up when he wants to and when he needs to. With that gearbox paddle in his hand, he can absolutely generate some power and pace with it.
What's your thoughts on playing with a spouse on the court?
I think the right spousal combination can be really, really awesome. But I also know it can be very stressful. Depends on how competitive the players are.
Absolutely.
So I have many dear friends who are actively trying to find other partners for their spouses.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your philosophy on that?
I've done it twice, and it's been long car rides home both times. You know, I'm personally not willing to jeopardize my relationship with my wife for the game of pickleball. So we've just opted for separate partners on the court.
We are 2-1-1. Cheney serving.
Oof. Yeah, slightly out of position there. If he was a half a step further over, he would have literally teed off on that swinging forehand volley.
So Clayton, I think, is about 6'3", big guy, super powerful. That pro baseball background, the hand speed and swing power that he generates is really fierce. Had an opportunity to spend a lot of time on the court with him, and all I can say is if you get on the court with him, paddle up.
Yeah, length in pickleball is such an advantage because it makes your opponent, it forces them to have to hit that much more of a better shot because an inch or two higher, it's now attackable for a player of his stature.
That's a great forehand inside-out play there by Sam. Yeah, at the pro level, we're seeing some of these really gifted, taller players. You know, they close that kitchen down. Oh my gosh, what an incredible get.
Yeah. Cody Thompson, I saw that. And his partner tried to slide over to cover for him, but what they realized is once he slid over, that whole left side was wide open.
Wide open, yep. So you see guys out there in the pro tour now, guys like Eric Lang, who closed that kitchen down at 6'4". You know, trying to hit a drop shot on him is oh my gosh, incredible lob.
Oh, wow.
Oh, not gonna quite make it there.
Some great defense, though. I mean, to chase that lob down and to get it back and then to play defense for 3 more shots after, I mean.
Oh, nice reset by Tony there.
Such heavy topspin, too, so it's not just a basic reset. Like, it's hitting the ground and jumping into you. So you've got to have soft hands and you've got to read just how much of a jump that ball's going to have. Just a little wide.
Tony is sponsored by a local company, One Shot. He's been playing with them for a couple of years now. I think he's using their Katana paddle nowadays. And with that long handle and his, the way he plays that very wristy, thoughtful, calm feet tennis stroke, he was able to generate a ton of power and pace without a lot of body swing. So really calm player.
Feel good about that, Clayton.
We are 3-3 second serve.
Playing them tight.
Both these matches are very tight here for this second game of the day. Nice hands.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Lots of fun and excitement there. Nice job by Samuel to try and jump that corner. 4-3 second serve.
Yeah, wind's picking up a little bit. It's been gusting, and it hasn't been a steady gust all afternoon. It's kind of been swirling different directions, so that can definitely give players something that they've got to deal with on top of just making your regular shots.
When you were here playing earlier today, was it shifting on wind, or was it coming from a common direction, a prevailing direction?
Yeah, so it started with the wind at our backs, and I mean, the second game, it just started swirling, and it hasn't gone back to a prevailing wind direction since then. Oh, yeah, tried to come in with the backhand punch volley.
Tony read the movement, played the ball a little off speed, kept it low and difficult to attack.
Look at those pickups.
Clayton nice pickups there. Clayton actually has a nice step back attack, and I was thought we might have seen one coming right there when he was going mano a mano with Tony. We should keep an eye for that. He will sometimes step back and use that incredible power and hand speed he's got.
Yeah, so that shot you're talking about, that step back, most players think that if you make your opponent step back that they have to dink it. That is a common misconception. You have given them the space that they need to sit and crank that ball, and you better put your paddle up. Again, that's the evolution of the game. A couple years ago, if you pull your opponent off the line, you can rest assured that they're gonna dink it.
Yeah.
Now, they're gripping it and ripping it.
Yeah, and with players having more confidence and being able to get some bite on that ball and roll and create a little topspin, they're landing. They're able to attack on an upward trajectory and still land that ball on the court.
Yeah, not today, my friend. Not today, my friend.
Tony did a great job of squeezing the middle and letting Jackson just set up and wait, and he was ready.
Yeah, I mean, and there was so much spin, top spin and backspin on all of those dinks.
Oh, that was aggressive.
He tried to show cross court, backhand dink, and then push it down the line. Got to get it over the net first.
We are 4-4-1 serving. Bellevue Bandits. Tony serving there. That's just a little long.
Yeah, a little confusion. Somebody wanted it on the forehand, somebody wanted it on the backhand.
Tony's backhand's good enough that when I'm out there with him, I'm just letting him take it.
There you go.
He rips it nicely. All on. We are currently 4-4 on both matches. We have it tied up on the Seattle versus Burien court off camera. Nice little cut drop there by Tony, that little backhand cut.
Yeah, so he put backspin on it, and then the other guy tried to put topspin on it. It's spinning the same direction. It's just too much.
Nice job changing where he was going. Tony's not going to go ahead and just keep going back to the same spot.
Yeah, definitely is smart.
So there he goes. Changes, goes to his forehand.
And that's what made him do that. He went backhand, backhand. So he's setting up backhand, threw his timing off, went forehand, and that's what caused than to win that point.
And Clayton took the bait and decided to attack it, with Jackson perfectly able to counter it because he's in a calm, ready position there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice counter.
I say middle solves the riddle.
There we go. And that is 10 minutes. We are at halftime here. Both these matches incredibly low scoring and incredibly tight. We are with the Bellevue Bandits 6 and Cheney Chupacabras at 4. We're 5 versus 5 for our other match with Burien and Seattle on the other court. So you have been, well, let me just back up here. I want to tell a little bit more of your story here. You have been a personality influencing pickleball in the most positive ways for so long. What is it that you love about pickleball, Jay?
For me personally, I love that when I step out on the court, like no matter what's going on in my personal life, it doesn't matter. It allows me a break from it, you know, and the only thing I can think about at that time is scoring 11 points. So for me, it's more of a mental reprieve. I love the people, I love the camaraderie. There's not one thing about it, you know, and you ask 10 different people, they give you 10 different answers. It's just pickleball so addictive. And what makes it addictive? Couldn't tell you.
So you have a project going in your personal life. I hope you're okay with me talking just a little bit about
Talk
it.
away.
5,000. Can you tell people, for those of you who don't follow Jay, you really need to go follow him on social media. Go find his Instagram handle. Go find his Facebook. Take a look at what this guy is doing. This is one of the world's most amazing humans. Can you talk a little bit about 5,000?
Absolutely. So my goal this year, just a personal goal, is to introduce 5,000 kids or people to pickleball, the sport of pickleball, through schools, juvenile detention facilities, after-school programs, Boys and Girls Club, anything. And you know, with that, that's fine. But I also wanted to double down on it because we do have Pickleball Farm, where we grow and donate 100% of our produce to the food bank. So our goal this year is to grow and donate 5,000 pounds of produce from our farm and donate to the local food bank, as well as the 5,000 kids that we teach pickleball to.
That is just, God bless you for doing that. And I've always been a fan, and it is so amazing to have you out here and hear the updates on what you're doing with your life and with how you're supporting your community and how pickleball plays a role in it. So,
Absolutely, brother. It's a pleasure to know you, sir.
all right, it's good to see you.
Yes,
I think
sir.
we're gonna swap out here, tag team in the next. We are restarted play. It is now going to be, I think it is 6-4-2 with the Bandits serving, and I'm going to hand it over to fellow GM from Gig Harbor Gladiators, Mr. Mike Gibbons.
All right.
Oh,
Mr. Givens,
How you doing?
welcome to the show, my friend.
Jay,
How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Doing really good.
Yeah, looks like we got some good pickleball going on in Pacific Northwest.
It's not bad. What do you think so far?
Oh, man, the weather's good. It's not hot and humid. The only thing that's hot right now is to play on these courts at the Pickle Ranch.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, definitely four really good players from this area.
I think y'all are like kind of stacked up here, low key. You know, there's, again, from my neck of the woods, I mean, and you know, nobody that lives near me take this personal, but
Catch, Jay.
I don't think we've got this many high-level players in my area.
They're sneaky good too, because as you know, I split time down in Arizona. When these guys roll into town in Arizona, like there's a lot of them on the medal stand, so they do extremely well. Not to take anything away from the Arizona crowd, because they do well as well. But no, there's some really good players up here. Birthplace of pickleball.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to hopefully visiting the birthplace this week on my trip. Actually heading up to Bellingham tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Man,
Damn, Jackson.
hey, you got the right seat, Mike. You're kind of hitting it right to you.
Yeah, Jackson gets a high ball. That's usually what the result right there. So, are you gonna make it over to Bainbridge?
Is that close? Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's nice.
good.
Jackson, I think Jackson even surprised himself with that shot right there. That was a good get, for sure. 8-4 now. Bannister's starting to pull away.
Yeah, it was kind of tight. First. Oh, he called it out. He called it out.
I was gonna say that was gonna be a generous call because it looked out from here.
Oh, did it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think some of the sideline people were also calling it out.
Yeah, we got 4-8-1. It was pretty tight early on.
Yeah,
I don't know if this side change has affected it. Did you notice the wind pushing either direction?
I don't. I'm looking up at the trees. I don't feel any wind, so I don't know that wind's a factor. Sun's pretty even on, maybe a little bit in their eyes.
Yeah, and there's
For
nothing
Jackson and
shaded on the
Tony right
second
now.
court.
Yeah, it's the shade's starting to drop in on the challenger court. Ooh,
Oh yeah, he knew to let it go.
Sam's pretty savvy when it comes to the speed ups.
All right, so they closed the gap by 2 points, and now it's 8-6, or 6-8 rather.
Seems like they're working on Tony's forehand dink right now. That's a
Yeah.
couple of times now that they've gone to that spot and it's paid off for them.
Let's see if they stick with Tony. Yep. Somebody's got to get it. Somebody got. So is that miscommunication or was that just a mental lapse?
I don't think it was. I think Tony, that ball going across the middle like that to Jackson's forehand, I think Jackson's got to be more aggressive and take that ball, and Tony assumed he was going to take it. When Jackson didn't, then that was the result. Tony had to kind of panic and go after it.
Yeah. Trouble. Nice reset.
Definitely staying on Tony. That was a close ball. That was a good speed up by Tony there.
Not coming back. Not coming back.
Nice speed up by Tony. Got the weak backhand. Jackson's waiting for the forehand put away.
It's crazy. Like that point, I felt like each team had different opportunities to be in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I thought Sam could have been a little more aggressive with that inside out high ball they had, and he wasn't, and they were able to reset it. So we're tied 8-8.
Oh.
A little high from Clayton there.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to.
I like it though.
Trying to hit.
I like
I think he was
it
trying
though.
to hit Jackson there.
All right.
Bandits take the lead.
9-8-1.
Two really good resets.
Oh, no.
Tony got away with one there. He knows it. Shaking his head.
And look at the amount of topspin that these players are imparting on these shots, because I mean that's to deal with that as an opponent, you have to deal with the spin and then hit whatever shot you were going to try to hit before.
Yeah.
And you know, the more spin, the tougher it is to handle that ball.
True. 10-8 now. Time's starting to become a factor, so you're going to see them start to do some things they wouldn't normally do based on the score.
Well, it's 8-10-1, and they've already switched, so that means that they're at least 10 minutes into it. So, I mean, I'm sure that second period is getting ready to come to an end very soon.
It's a interesting dynamic when you throw a clock into pickleball. It's not normal. It's not something we normally expect.
Nasty.
That's a good one.
The Ernie with the cross-court shot so nobody can get a paddle on it. They need one here. No. Well, they needed one and they got one. The problem is they need another one.
Yeah. I don't think we've had a tiebreaker yet on an individual game. We've had 2 overall tiebreakers, but no individual game yet. So be interesting to see. This one's tight.
See, he knows that might have cost him. Yeah, see, they're arguing
uncertainty
about
with the clock here.
Yeah, he didn't like that. Well, it doesn't matter. They won the point. Yeah, but I mean, it's just like you're saying. You throw a clock into the mix, it's a whole different dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, for example, like Sam's a very, patient, conservative player, but at some point he's got to start speeding things up. He doesn't normally speed up,
Yeah, absolutely. Got to risk it for the biscuit.
That's right.
And if you've only got a certain amount of time,
That's why. There we go.
Yeah.
That's a good play by Tony.
Yeah.
It's a good block. Good defense by Clayton, but
looks like they're getting real close on time. 1 minute left. They need to get this ball back, like ASAP.
To have any chance at all.
Yeah, one more point, it's done.
Down by 3. They need to go now.
They need one more stop.
So, yeah.
Oh, no. They have the side out.
Yeah, so you expect to see Clayton and Sam drive these and speed up everything. So here we go.
Oh, he had it on his paddle.
Got to keep going, though. Clock's running down.
Probably got about 45 seconds left. Nope.
Sam was there on that one.
And
that should do it right
this
there.
This is what you call milking the clock, these next few points.
Yeah, and now you should see Bellevue's, drop and dink and do anything they can to extend the rally.
Yeah. I mean, essentially it's clock management.
Oh, yeah.
As a GM, do you talk to your team about clock management?
Absolutely. Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, you tell them, like, do not stall between points.
Right.
That's unsportsmanlike. But within the point, be smart,
Yeah.
Dink, drop, like whatever you can to extend the rally and play defense, right? Know that the other team's got to speed the ball up if they want to score, if they want to get the ball back. So be ready for that. So it's definitely a thing with the clock.
Yeah. So it looks like we're getting ready to have an interview with our winning team. They're getting them all round up. Yes, sir. Okay. I got you.
So, yeah, Bellevue winning 12-9. It looks like on the Challenger Court, the Seattle Stomp.
Mike, can I go on his back for you? When I tell you, send the viewers to me.
Gotcha. Seattle Stomp take down the Urian Bruisers over on the Challenger Court.
Mitchell?
All right, so now we're going to go to talk to the winner.
Yeah, go. Okay, you're on. I'm with the winners of the men's match. Absolute battle out there, and then pretty convincing victory towards the end. What worked, Jackson, for you guys out there?
Tony controlled the kitchen line. He got us up there, and more times than not, one shot, if not 2 or 3, and then he controlled the dinks and then found the shots to put away. He played great. I give it all to Tony.
Tony, you played lights out.
That was
fun.
Always.
That was cool to see.
No, that was fun. I played all the time, and I just...
Extra special.
I think it's the first time I've ever been... Doesn't matter. They're so good, but that was really fun.
Well, you guys played lights out. I'm excited to see for the rest of the match, and finish strong, gentlemen.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good job. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching,
Go Bellevue.
everybody.
Hey, guys.
All right, back to the studio.
Let's recap here. We got Seattle Stomp winning the men's match 13-7, and Bellevue Bandits take down the Cheney Chupacabras 12-9. So let's see. How does that take us?
What does it go back? Does it go to women's next?
We have women's coming up next. Yeah, we got Takako and Katie for the Burien Bruisers taking on, looks like Andrea and Jessica Morgan for Seattle Stomp. And the Challenger Court, I see Lynn Seiler and Brooke Barry taking on Laurel Nelson and Aya Crippen. So yeah, two really good matches coming up. Also want to put in a plug for the Romp at the Ranch. If you want a chance to play here, we've got a tournament coming up, August 12th and potentially August 13th if you make it to the playoff round. But there's a combined 9.5 duper tournament coming up that weekend. So get a partner. As long as your combined duper between the two of you, doesn't matter gender, is below or at or below 9.5, you can come out here and play in one of the funnest tournaments that you will ever play in. I guarantee it. It really is more of a party than it is a pickleball tournament. So I can't recommend it highly enough. I've played it in a couple of times, had an absolute blast. So if you get a chance, come out, Romp at the Ranch, August 12th and 13th, combined 9.5 duper tournament. It's a lot of fun. We'd love to see you out here.
You didn't even tell them about the scenery.
Oh,
the backdrop.
They can see this.
I mean,
right? Like, how do you not see this?
I mean,
like, this is where it's at.
Horses. I mean, dirt roads, mountains, drinks, friends, family. Yes. I mean, pickleball. Literally. What more could you want out of a pickleball
celebrities?
Event? Who, you?
No, you.
No. I was going to ask you for your autograph.
Nobody knows who I am.
Yo, they know that you won the Hawaii Open 2020, Mike. Come on.
Yeah, but who was I playing with?
Some guy that wore cheeseburgers. I don't know. Yep.
Okay, so we got another pickleball celebrity. One, we got the commissioner coming back, but we also have a actual newscaster, someone that does this professionally, and also a very good pickleball player himself. Mr. Chris Egan is going to come and join us, and I'm sure do a much better job than I could possibly do. So there you go.
Okay. Free to take your mic of choice there.
Hot's perfect. Welcome back to week 4 of WNPBR. I am honored to be sitting right next to the one and only Chris Egan.
Commissioner Freed, I'm going to tell you what. I've been to 3 Olympic Games. I've been to 3 Super Bowls. I've MLS Cups. You name it, I've been there. But here I am for the first time at the ranch Wednesday night, the professional league. Everybody's been talking about it. I mean, you talk about picture perfect. Blue skies, the trees are out, the birds are chirping. We got pickleball here. I mean, does it get any better than this?
It doesn't. It does not. We're glad to have you out here. We're excited. You had a day today.
You started at 9 a.m. with the Washington Huskies. We had a nice Mariners win, and here we are watching pickleball. And you and I are going to be watching the Burien Bruisers take on the Seattle Stomp, 1-1 right now. So this is going to be a good little battle. And Tatako is one of the greatest of all time, and we're going to be watching her and see what she can do here if she can help the Burien Bruisers take a 2-1 lead in this match.
She was actually the first pick of the draft.
And you know what? You look at General Manager Lucas Crippen, and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows this sport, and so far that move's paying off a little bit.
It's working out well for them. Both of these teams are undefeated. So this is a big match, and we've got a tie ball game midway through. So excited to see what happens here. Look for the power from Andrea and the resets from Takako.
And Katie Owens, a former college tennis player, I believe she spent some time on the Ball State courts back in her younger days, and we're seeing that, Freed, with a lot of these players, a lot of former Division I, Division II, Division III tennis players making the transition into the pickleball world, and they've got the movement, they have the shots, they just have to work on the touch game a little bit, and the volley is a little different, obviously, from pickleball to tennis, but you're seeing a lot of tennis players making that transformation right now.
And I'm sitting right next to one right now, Hall of Famer. How How have you changed your game after playing tennis for so more years to adapt to going against these tennis players again?
I'm a little different. Like I'm so old. I go back, and my parents built a court in 1981. So I've been playing this sport with tennis all along the way. Is there a difference? Sure, there's a difference. I think the biggest difference is volley. A lot of tennis players don't like to play pickleball because the volley is a little bit different. But here we go. We're getting ready for point number 1. Bruisers taking on the stomp.
Hard angle by Katie there.
Katie with a great little shot right there. Did she catch a line on that one?
She caught just inside the line. Absolutely perfect placement.
And so once again, this is game 3. Nice little. Oh, that's a great shot. Katie Owens has stepped up and come out and made 2 big shots in a row, and the Bruisers all of a sudden have a 1-0 lead right now.
It's going to be fast and furious either way, I think. Whoever starts with the momentum, and if they can hold on to it, it's going to come away with the victory here.
You know, when you look everywhere, and there's stars everywhere. Joden Terry, just graced our presence walking in front of us. He's on one of the teams.
He's part of the undefeated Gig Harbor Gladiators.
Is that a surprise that the Gig Harbor Gladiators are undefeated right now?
No. Probably the best GMs and a lot of competitors on that squad. They drafted really well. We saw Mike Gibbons on the broadcast booth a second ago. First match he's made it out to, too, this year. He's been traveling a lot. Jessica with the balk.
Jessica with a box serve, and she grabbed the line right there. Just painted it. What a shot right there. Wow.
Backhand. You got to look out for that.
Wow. Andrea Olson. That was a killer backhand. And Jessica, just with a smile, don't let the smile fool you. She'll come after you, Tyler Freed.
Yeah,
she will come after
you. She's really stepped up her game the last couple of years.
Katie put it away. I saw her doing that many years ago at the YMCA when she was just picking up a paddle for the first time, and her game has really improved over the years.
Now, was that Puyallup or was that Sumner? Because I know we got an opportunity to play at both. Nice little inside-out attempt there. Missed it wide.
Yeah. I believe she started at the Puyallup YMCA. We met, and there is Lucas Crippen, the general manager, in his beautiful boxing attire with a seltzer in one hand.
You know, something's not right about that, Chris. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know what? If you can do it, do it. And I think Lucas can do it, so he's doing it. You know, you and I may not be able to put on a shirtless boxing attire like he does.
Couldn't agree more.
1-1.
Let's see if the power game starts here a little more from Andrea.
Tatako has not used her lob, and a lot of people that know her well. Scott Edwards, the king of the lobs, and she's the queen of the lobs, and we've not seen a lob yet today from her. Surprised by that?
I am. Their first match, she got lobbed against quite a bit by Andrea. Let's see if that strategy holds her.
Oh, Katie trying to get a little nice little shot there by Katie, and Jessica tried to get a little cute with the dink shot. Did not work out.
Yeah, a little quick hopper.
2-1 Bruisers. Great backhand. I mean, this is just a gorgeous day for pickleball.
ATP opportunity wasn't taken.
Look at this. Look at the touch play here. This is just good. Oh, boy. Jessica tightened up a little bit. Good little rally, but we talk about this great sport of pickleball, and we are coming off of just a couple stellar weeks. The Seattle Metro 762 competitors in that tournament. The PPA comes to town, takes over Lower Woodland. Over 1,000 people in that, including the best players in the world. We saw Annalie Waters take home her 6th straight Triple Crown. 16 years old, and just the greatest women's player on the planet right now. But lots of people came to watch that. We're packed again here at the ranch on this Wednesday night. I mean, this sport, Tyler Freed, is not slowing down at all. The great state of Alabama has just officially named pickleball a high school sport. I think a lot of people were hoping that Washington would be the first state to make it a high school sport, but Alabama has made it a high school sport, so there's no slowdown in sight right now.
Well, you know, Alabama's forward-thinking on that move. I like what they're doing down there.
I think it's a great move. I think you'll see high school pickleball in the state of Washington in 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
That's my gut.
Write that down. Wednesday, August 2nd, predicted by Chris Egan.
3-3. And I know you're the commissioner, but a lot of people have asked the question to me. Great little put away right there. Why is Tyler Freed not out on the courts playing? Is it just too much work to be commissioner and a player?
You know, it's this was just a pipe dream.
Oh, big shot there.
At Druids Glen about 3.5 months ago, and it came together. The Winnie family, all the kids out here helping out with AV video.
Yeah.
We got Marcia that's helping out with the technical stuff, and it's really come together. It's really, really fun to see this and have all these people out here watching some really good quality pickleball.
Well, I think you nailed it. Not only quality pickleball, but a quality production. I mean, you've got a 4-camera shoot. I mean, you talk about Frosty Westry, the great football coach at Pacific Lutheran the days, used to say, make the Big Ten where you're at, and that's what's happening out here at the ranch. I tell you what, they are doing it. Oh, put it away. Put it away, Takako! And that's going to get Lucas Crippen on the court.
Yep.
Somebody get him a new seltzer.
Yep.
That one looks a little warm. Somebody get the GM a seltzer.
He is in the zone right now.
He is really. He cannot. He's focused.
He needs this win. He needs this win. It's win or die territory right now.
Seattle Stomp up 5-3 on the Bruisers.
You know, I don't know that strategy of going against Andrea's backhand.
I don't like it at all.
If the GM wasn't drinking it truly, turn his head around, he might make an adjustment there.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like he's getting another one.
He is going to get another one, and I don't know if that's a good idea because attacking her backhand is not a good idea.
Looks like Katie solved that riddle herself and is probably going to try and beat him on the sidelines here.
Jessica said something to Andrea. We'll see what she said after. Nice shot there by Jessica, and Katie a little tightened up. We saw this at the Y about 6 years ago. A lot of pressure. You got a big crowd on here, Freed. You know.
Yeah, I remember the days the older gentleman walking around the track just chanting Egan, Egan.
Oh.
And Rich just kicking our butts.
Yes. Good old.
Oh, I hope he's doing good.
And now the GM has got a double seltzer in hand, and let's see what he does here. 5-3 still. Seattle in the lead. And that was just out, I believe.
Those angles are tough. You don't aim for the line every time, do you?
No.
Yeah. You play the...
You know, you mentioned solve the riddle. I solve the riddle, you go down the middle.
Yes. Also known as Goose Alley, right?
Oh, rare mistake there. And just like that, the Seattle Stomp have built a 7-3 lead here.
That's a lot of momentum. Let's see what happens here. Oh, they are pulling things a little wide.
You got it. And when the shots aren't happening when you're going wide, you've got to get back into the middle.
Yeah.
Get your high percentage. 9-3 now. Oh, that's a nice shot. Oh, boy.
Everything is working on the far side of the court right now for Seattle.
Seattle Stomp really... Well, their name says it. They're stomping the Bruisers right now.
They are.
And if I'm Lucas Crippen, GM of the Burien Bruisers, I'm putting down the seltzers.
I'm spiking those mango seltzers right now.
Yeah. He needs
a hard one to come back from here.
They're going to have to rally, and it is not looking good right now. 12-3 Stomp. Plenty of time still on the clock.
Are getting some bruises here, Chris. What do you think about that?
Oh, boy. And that's a rare mistake to talk.
Yeah,
you don't see that.
Let's see if they can figure something out. We got the switch coming up in a little bit. I think we got about 4 more minutes left.
Okay. And meanwhile, Jessica is loose as a goose over there.
Yes.
She's just playing. I mean, just like Richard Sherman. I mean, she is. Just whatever.
Everything's working.
She can't miss right now.
Yeah. 290. Bring out the 9-iron.
Oh, look at Andrea. Look at that.
Not letting those bounce. That's a nice
shot.
there it is.
Oh
boy. It's okay. It's okay.
Beautiful night out here at the ranch. Good crowd. A couple hundred on hand. Enjoying their favorite beverage and pickleball.
Shout out to Fat Tire. Wow, everything is working over there.
15-3 Seattle Stomp, and
looks like we got a blowout over there on the Challenger court too, Chris. Chidi Chupacabras down 8 to the Bellevue Bandits. 1 minute left. Let's see if they get something going on the other side.
16, and Jessica just continues to be loose with her serve. And Andrea just continues to get everything back. And they are really dialed in right now. Oh, yeah. Oh.
It's the power. The power is working.
It's one of the best backhands in the game, I think, at the ranch. You're going to see from Andrea.
I think so. Really grips and rips it. A lot of anger in that swing there,
There's
Chris.
a little bit there.
Yeah.
A young man by the name of Ty Stotts. I don't know if you've heard about him. He was injured. Plays with a lot of that same anger.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on.
There's finally Katie coming through. Let's see if they can get a quick rally here. That would be nice to see.
Well, time is up. They're not going to have an opportunity. We're going to switch sides here. Quick 2-minute break. But
2-minute break.
Seattle Stomp, unbelievable. Hey, Chris, let's talk a little bit about our sponsors here.
Okay,
you got a second?
Yeah,
Let's give a shout out. Mount Si Family Dentistry, voted best in the Valley last few years. They take people from all over. Snoqualmie area there. They're in North Bend. Great practice there. Also, if anybody's looking to remodel their home, probably a lot of people with a lot of equity. Chris's wife, Mel, is a great real estate broker. A lot of people aren't moving right now because they are equity locked. So if you want to do some remodeling, Premier Finish Construction LLC, Northwest Premier Cabinet and Millwork Installation Company. Small family company, growing a little more each year. So reach out to them. They're true craftsmen. Let's talk about some team sponsors. So tonight we're watching Bellevue and Burien and Cheney, and also the Seattle Stomp. Seattle Stomp, they had a big weekend. Their sponsor is the Seattle Metro Pickleball Association. We talked a little bit about that. Brought a lot of people into town, got Seattle more on the map, state of Washington more on the map for pickleball.
Yeah.
They do an excellent job over there. Bellevue Bandits, we were just talking about, they got quite the lead over in the Challenger Court. They're sponsored by their GM, Holly Schramm, with Berkshire Hathaway, one of the better realtors you'll ever meet. Specializes in move up and luxury homes. So reach out to them, and thanks for being a part of the league and doing all that you guys do for us here. We're going to start this one back up, Chris.
You're almost like a NASCAR driver there, the way you list those sponsors off. I mean, it's beautiful how many sponsors you get. Now, if somebody's jumping on tonight and watching for the first time, give us a quick rule. What is happening here? We have mixed doubles, we have men's doubles, we have women's doubles, and basically they're going head-to-head. Give us a little breakdown if you're jumping on for the first time and watching this great pickleball, what they're seeing and what the rules are with it.
Yeah, so we usually find a local celebrity to draft the order. Chris did this week. We had Morgan Evans a couple weeks ago draw the order. So this week it went mixed, men's, women's, and we'll finish on mixed. Each match is 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
With a switch after 10. Running clock until then and a quick 2-minute break.
Point totals or win totals in the end?
It is win totals in the end.
Win totals in the end, but do points tiebreaker?
Points do not matter.
Do not matter. So you want to get the win. So
you just got to get the W.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my.
Also play.
So right now, the Bruisers need to make a big comeback if they want to get back into this.
They do. Okay. It needs to be go time in a hurry for them.
Because in the end, it's all about the wins.
Yes. Yep.
Katie coming up. Nice little shot there. Here we go. Okay. Little rally here.
Yeah, left it short on her. Didn't give her room to really wind up on that one.
The Bruisers down, but not out.
No.
Time is not on their side, but they're going to need to go here.
Reminds me of a famous boxing movie. You ever seen the 6-part series of Rocky there, Chris?
Oh, yeah, of course.
What's your favorite Rocky?
You know what? I think it was just the era I grew up in. I was a big Rocky IV fan.
Yeah.
Going to Russia, take out Ivan Drago.
Yes. What?
When the Russian crowd started chanting Rocky. I mean,
although cinematic masterpiece.
I mean, I did love Rocky III, Clubber Lang. 17-3, it looks like. That could be a change. I think the Bruisers got a couple points, but we'll see.
Looks like we've gone vertical.
Oh.
Once again, just hunting for those lines.
Yeah, they're not there tonight.
Yeah, the lines are tightening up a little bit.
Big crowd. Have the crowd got it all out of hand? Have we had, sometimes people enjoy their libations and late into the night they can get a little rowdy. Have we had to kick anybody out yet?
No, we're still hoping for a streaker. Haven't seen one yet, Chris. It could happen.
I would pick Joden Terry as the first streaker, but I don't want to. I don't want to. If he doesn't want to streak, he doesn't have to. But I would assume he could be.
Yeah, he's got the highest Vegas odds right now to do it. I heard some story about a bachelor party at the Indianapolis 500 where there might have been a Joden flash moment there.
Yeah. Oh, look at that backhand. That backhand is killer.
It's dangerous.
I'd stay away from it. I really would. I don't know what Lucas Crippen is telling his team, but
I think he's asking for more seltzer.
He's drinking more than he's talking to his team. I wouldn't even go near the backhand. I'm going to be honest with you.
He puts his hood on, and has gone mute.
Yeah. Well, look at that. Get away from that thing. Yeah. The ball, in my mind, would never even see that backhand.
No.
I would just say, don't even. If you were going to do that, you're going to run lines.
You know, Chris, we did a training with Morgan Evans 2 weeks ago. He said you have to have 3 strategies every match. Who are you going to return to?
Okay.
Who are you going to dink to?
Yep.
Who are you going to pick on?
Yep.
One of my strategies would be not hitting it to that backhand or trying to pick on.
Andrea Olson is on fire right now with that backhand.
Just not coming together.
19-5, Seattle stomp, and the Bruisers got to get some points here. I mean, it is go time. They are running out of time, let's just say. If we're in a baseball game, we're in the 7th inning. They got to put some points on the board here.
Nice little third there.
Yeah, don't let the ball fool you. They can play through that. There we go. There you go.
Nice.
That's a gorgeous shot. Going to be interesting here. Do they take a delay? Do we see any delays like in soccer?
No delays.
Is everybody pretty legit here?
Yeah, no bonus time.
No bonus time?
Yeah, sorry, not a soccer dad over here. You know, the Egan family, they've played all the sports, but we...
Look at this. Look at this, Tyler Freed. Just like that, 19-9, the Bruisers making a comeback here.
You know, that's what the people want.
Put
We've
on
had
a
some
show.
close games tonight. Oh, there's the
the
lob.
lob.
Double lob.
Oh! Love a double lob. And look at that.
It works. Are they sniffing on double-digit points here?
It's 19-9.
Okay.
I was one ahead. I forecasted a double lob. You know, a lot of people, too, the young players, think they got to have a power serve. You really don't. You know, when you watch the PPA pros this week, nobody really comes out there. The key is to get that serve in. Because in the end, the chances of getting an ace in this game are not high. So just let's get it in there.
Eags, is it Deke? What's his first name? They were rating the hardest serves. McGuffin was number 3.
Deke, yes.
Yeah, Deke, he was number 1. You know, he had a run for a while. We don't really hear his name that much.
No. 29 now. Seattle stomp with the lead. Andrea Olson has been on fire. Oh, boy. Look at Taco. Oh, that's good stuff. There we go.
Nice.
Katie stepping it up. Stepping it up.
talking.
That was a big shot there from Katie. She needed that. Let's see if that boosts the confidence here.
Jessica gave us a smile. Surprise, surprise.
Jessica,
She
little
is one
smile.
happy
Maybe the
person.
happiest pickleball player I've ever met.
Ever.
Yeah. Look at this. Oh, just
unlucky.
like that. 20-10 now.
Still smiling.
Katie's still smiling. Maybe I missed that. They didn't score there. 29. My bad.
Goes middle, keeps it away from the backhand.
I'm smelling another law. Oh, that's
not
too
much
bad.
of a bounce there.
Andrea just kind of quietly does her business and puts the ball away.
She's punching in the clock at work right now. Has the game plan.
She is down in. She woke up today and said, I'm going to have a good day.
Cut backhand there.
Oh, my.
What a setup.
And Jessica with a little pump fist.
Yeah.
She is fired up.
Patrick and Marianne pretty happy with their team right now. You know, this one might come down to the men's because this looks
Oh, that's going to be a close call. What
one
do
of
we
the
got?
best cross-court.
I'd throw the flag on that one.
Yeah. We haven't thought about that yet. We feel like there could be a lot of flags flying.
I would have thrown the flag.
A little hardwood floor sneaker squeak there.
Oh, look at this.
We got.
Oh, my. You're going to hang it, she's going to bang it, and that's exactly what she did right there.
Yeah, I think we thought of a pickleball
21-9.
t-shirt there, Eags.
I mean, you throw it up, she's going to put it down.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm picking up what you're throwing down, my friend.
Andrea Olson said, you hang it, I'm banging it, and she did exactly that. Just look at this. This is good pickleball right here. Oh, my.
Good reset. She was in trouble, went cross court.
I'm liking what I'm seeing here. This is, oh, look at this.
They are not
If
playing
the crowd
hesitant.
doesn't get on their feet after this point. Oh, my.
What an unbelievable point there.
22-9, Seattle stomp, and the Bruisers, well, I guess they're seltzers for the GM. Great shot there from Katie, though.
Are we going to blame this one on the mangoes? Is that what we're thinking?
I think he had too many mango seltzers. I mean, and now he's talking to Randy over there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Randy seems lost as well.
Yeah. It doesn't look good, Chris.
There's the lob.
Oh, back line.
That's a great game. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that. I'm going to be honest. She's lobbed it twice. They've won both points. I'm just putting the stats out there for you.
And that's all we can do. We counted 6 lobs in the first match. I think we've seen 2 or 3 here.
That's a good shot.
Nice pick there.
I like this. This is a good. Oh, hang it, bang it. Yup,
Nice, Katie.
Katie taking care of that.
Andrea medicine back to
22-11. What's our clock looking like? Is it mathematically even possible right now?
Unless you're Keith or Sutherland in 24, I don't think it's going to happen, my friend.
One of the great shows of our time. That guy could save the world and not eat. He never went to the bathroom. He didn't eat, and he saved the world.
He's a multitasker. Yeah. I think I learned a lot from him.
22-12. As they say in a football game, you got to go tempo. It's got to be an up tempo here. And look at 22-13. Does the commissioner have the official clock? Who's got the clock?
It's down there. The commissioner got LASIK 3 years ago, but I don't know if it's paying off.
Look at this. There's hope.
But what would Kirk Cousins do right now, Chris?
He would put a chain on and get in the huddle and tell his team we gotta win. Look at this playthrough. What a point. And 22-14.
I like it. I like it.
I don't know mathematically, Tyler Freed, if there's time, but if there is.
Is it a leap year, Chris?
They're playing. Oh, she went for it.
That was a close one.
Katie said, I'm going for it. Jessica very excited to be here.
Yeah, happy with her performance so far.
Well, she's played
great.
She has stepped up. And I've seen her game develop from Sprinker to where we're at now. And she's playing really good. That's a good shot there. Oh, look at this. 22-15. Bruisers are making a late charge. Jessica yelling to Andrea, one more stop. You feel like if they get this stop, that it's over, because time-wise, they'll serve twice and there'll be no time. But
look at that backhand, just curve. That is a great shot. You know, you kind of want to bottle that up and throw it in the golf bag, Chris.
You really do. I mean, her tool bag is stacked. That's a good shot there around the line for Katie.
Good recovery.
Jessica, okay.
Unlucky.
And that is time.
That is match there.
And unfortunately, the Bruisers, nice little rally, but just they were down too much in a hole there.
Yeah, they really figured it out towards the end. Yeah.
I'd love to head down there. You want me to head courtside?
Yeah. Well, this is exciting. Chris is going to talk with the Stomp players that just won big there, Andrea and Jessica. They played phenomenal. Looks like the Seattle Stomp is up 2-1 over the Bruisers right now, and I believe Bellevue Bandits are also up 2-1. Thanks, Jeff. Doing a great job out there. We're going to send it over to Chris to chat with the winners.
All right, we are with the winners right now, and Seattle Stomp. I think the key is you came out strong. You put a big lead on them. Talk about your performance a little bit.
I just kept the points going until Andrea could get involved.
Andrea, I know recruiting, and when I watch you, your backhand is lethal, yet they were coming after you early on with the two-hander, and you kept putting it away. Were you surprised that they were going after your backhand?
I think Jessica was forcing them with her really good drops. They just had no choice but involving me too, because she was dropping so well that they just couldn't really get those back.
In these 20-minute matches, how key was it to build a big lead like that?
Huge, for sure.
Is Jessica the friendliest, nicest player you've ever been with? She never seems, she's smiling all the time.
Absolutely. You only see me when I'm playing pickleball. It's my favorite.
How great is this? Let's be honest, the ranch.
I love the ranch.
Let's just talk pickleball. You had the Seattle Metro, 800 players in that. You had the PPA, 1,000 players. And now we're out here on the ranch. Beautiful ranch. Blue skies, the trees, ball. I mean, paint the picture for everybody. How great is this?
It's glorious here. Every time I drive into this one spot on the road, I always have this peaceful feeling of being at the ranch. It's so serene here and lovely. I love it here.
You've played events in front of some big crowds. What are you playing here?
I think
Just coming off from the Metro and the Seattle Open, and there was so much pressure to play in those and perform well, and I was mentally exhausted after those tournaments, so I took 2 days off, and being here is just and fun, and people are friendly and nice. And
in the end, pickleball is taking off. 36.5 million people playing it. It is continuing to grow. I mentioned with Tyler Freed, it's now a high school sport in Alabama, just to start. What it's all about. I go back to 1981 when we first built a court in Edgewood, Washington. It was all about community and family and friendship. The ranch on Wednesday nights,
Yeah.
I mean, this is it, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah, I mean, can you put it, for somebody that's never been out here, what's this like?
It's glorious. It's more fun, and you just escape from your whole life just coming here, and
Okay.
as much time as you can spend.
Your thoughts as well?
Yep. I mean, I have a court in my backyard, which I think is beautiful as well. But this is much better.
Well, congrats on the victory. Well done. You guys go up 2-1, I believe, now.
Yes.
2-1?
Yeah.
What is coming up next? Is it mixed?
Me and Colby are playing against Randy and Katie.
Randy and Katie, any thoughts going into that match? I mean, this is a big one. You win, it's
Well,
over.
It's always hard playing your friends, but
Okay.
other than that,
You're just going to smile and serve it and go get them.
yeah.
We got this. Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations, you
Thanks for
two.
being
Well
here.
done, well done.
Nice to see you.
Tyler Freed, let's give you some great stuff going on courtside right now.
I already got my first lines ready.
Queued up. I've got Joden Terry with me. Welcome back. We're at match 4. I'm going to step out and let Chris talk with Joden. Joden Terry, one of my favorite people in the world. He's also part of the 253 crew. Founder.
Yeah, buddy, one of the OGs. Josh Tepek, where are you, buddy?
Yeah, where is Josh? Oh, it's like the Hangover. We lost him. I don't think he's coming back.
He's probably got a tattoo on his face or something. Who knows?
Well, this is a big match here. Excited to see this one ending the day on mixed. Stomp's got a 2-1 lead over the Bruisers, and I believe the Bandits have a 2-1 lead over the Chupacabras. Oh, there he is, the man of the hour. Chris Egan's coming back. He's going to take my spot, and you've got the better half of the 253 crew here.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome back, Chris.
What now, Joden? We have switched now. The Bruisers take a nice. They actually take a loss, and Seattle Stomp goes 2-1.
Yes.
Now, give us the update here on this court here. What's our setup?
So here we got Lynn Seiler playing with Tony, and this is the best part of this portion of the lineup is somebody's generally coming off a loss, so they're hungry. They want this one. I talked to Katie Olson. She came off and she was not happy in the first 10 minutes of play, and she was super excited to get another chance to come out here. We'll see. Lynn's coming off of a big win. I think Tony played out of his mind good. I know his partner, Jackson, was super happy with their early play, so that means Clayton is going to come out, and he's going to be hungry. And I know Laurel lost, so she's going to come out hungry.
So Bellevue taking on Cheney. Where are we at in the match total right now?
I believe that they're 2-1, and I believe that the Chupacabras are up against the Bandits.
Okay.
So in both cases, each team needs this bad.
Okay. All right. So it's the Chupacabras. Cabras.
Yes.
Love a little breakdown of that. Any idea how they got that name, the Chupacabras?
Something tells me a lot of whiskey was involved.
Okay.
And maybe a dart. I have no idea.
Well, you and I have played with a lot of these players. Lynn Seiler, phenomenal mixed doubles player.
Yeah.
Gotta say, they're going to be tough to beat right here.
I would say they're the odds-on favorite. I think the one thing you're going to look for in this match is Tony Thompson likes to kind of sit his spot.
Okay.
Is he going to slide with Lynn and play a true mixed double, or is he going to force Lynn to have to move a lot? And then across the way, Clayton, younger legs, likes to be more aggressive. Is he going to be super aggressive and allow Laurel just to take her 25-30% of the court? So excited to see how we're going to kick this one off.
Well, let's see how Lynn reacts here. Laurel will have the serve. Clayton does not have his hat on straight yet, but he may fix that. The commissioner, can we say enough about Commissioner Tyler Freed and what he's done here? I mean, I know this was a thought and it was a vision, and it's, some people can talk about things. He actually went out and did it.
He's a doer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing else. And speaking of doing, here we go.
Yeah. And Laurel maybe
got a little excited.
Yeah, I mean, that happens in these big moments. There's a lot of people around, a lot of adrenaline rush.
Don't feel that wind behind you, and bam.
Lynn Seiler with the bounce serve. Now, I did learn, Joden, this week that in the professional divisions, no bounce serving.
No.
I was called off first game on that one.
Yep, no bounce serves and no let serves.
No let serves.
Yeah.
No score here.
I think you're seeing a little nerves to start this one off.
Tony T serving. Clayton. Oh, Clayton coming right on Lynn. That's a rare mistake for Lynn.
Classic Lynn Seiler. She loves to go after the boys.
Yes, she does. She's not afraid.
Not afraid at all.
It's a good little whip. Good shot down the line. Oh, Laurel is coming out too. Oh, this is good pickleball early.
Yeah, that is. So this is one of the things. Lynn's obviously played this game for a while, right? She's accomplished, played tons everywhere. Laurel coming into this brings tons of power. You see it right away, just banging away. Now will she learn how to play pickleball and get to the net and look for openings to use that power?
Lynn Seiler, very good at the net with that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Tony was standing by, ready to go.
Very nice.
Nothing fooling Tony T on that one. I think Tony actually threw a little fish bait out there, and he hooked the line and sinkered that one.
It looked like it was all set up by the Lynn Seiler windshield wiper. She likes to pull that one out, so we'll keep an eye out for that one.
In the sport of gymnastics, if you are so good at something, they'll name the move after you. And the windshield wiper should be just called the Lynn Seiler.
The Seiler, yeah. Classic Seiler going after the boys. Naughty, naughty. Oh.
The windshield wiper has ruined many people's dreams of taking out Lynn.
Oh, yeah.
Tony T, and we've got a scoreless. It's a chess match early. Who's going to strike first?
Right?
Nerves. Everyone a little tight.
Wow. Let's go. Let's see who can be the first to strike first blood here.
All right, Laurel with the serve. Nice little drop shot.
Oh, yeah. Playing a little pickleball finally. Here we go. Oh, dang it. Man, I was really banking on the Bandits to come out here and have a little fire.
Yeah, Clayton serving. Now, let's give us our background on Clayton here.
Clayton is your prototypical pickleball player. Like, a lot of tennis strokes.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he has a tennis background or not, but he's very fundamentally sound. He's generally more patient in regards to what you see out of a lot of the guys, which is the girls got to love that in mixed. So we'll see. And here we go. We can't seem to get a point going here.
Have we had a scoreless game ever in the history of Wednesday night?
Not yet. I wouldn't start putting money on it yet, but you never know.
All right, Tony serving. Black
we got the little
shorts.
chip return.
Nice shot by Lynn. Oh, that is nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Laurel and Clayton on the far court. White bottoms, gray tops.
Yep.
Tony and Lynn on the near court. Black bottoms, white tops. No score. Still waiting for somebody to strike.
Oh, baby.
Tony T. Put the two-hander away,
Right.
Tony T.
That's got to be tennis right there. You don't see a lot of guys naturally grab the two-hander, right?
And what's exciting for me is I'm sitting next to Joden Terry, who I have not lost a tournament with, by the way. We played in two, and we've won gold in both. But you're a member of the Gig Harbor Gladiators.
Yes.
Undefeated, current front runners in this league. Are you surprised with the early success the Gig Harbor Gladiators are finding right now? I liked your roster. I think I remember when I said you guys are a team to beat.
I'm surprised. Maybe if I'm being honest with myself, maybe a little bit surprised because when you look across the board, these teams are really balanced. There's a lot of really good teams out there, but definitely you need to get a little bit fortunate, and you got to play well when teams aren't. You got to get a couple good bounces. And last week we tried to fumble it away, but we decided to hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch when we were on the goal line instead of throw the ball, so we were all right.
You were all right. Okay. Oh, look at
nice
Lynn.
dig.
Oh, my.
Yeah, that's
a little scoop and poop.
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
man.
How about that right there?
Right? Yeah.
That is a veteran move there by Lynn. And
speaking of veteran move, look what they decided to do.
Yeah.
Things weren't working, so they're going to go and reverse stack.
Get
Lynn. Lynn's got a great forehand drop.
Yep.
And see if she can't take advantage of it. And maybe just trying to be in front of Laurel. So
Tony T
mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah, Tony T's using the new one-shot paddle. Looks like Lynn's got the...
Lynn's the long-time Selkirk lady. She's got the halo. She's got the newest flavor out there with that baby blue.
Baby blue. Yeah, 2-0 Bandits here. Low-scoring affair. It's been a defensive battle. Tony T, nice cross-court shot. Oh, look at that. Good solid, finally a little pickleball, Jody.
Yeah, right? Well, I've always said when it comes to mixed doubles, it should be the battle of which lady is the best player. Generally, if you're playing standard mixed, you'll see the third shot drop, go to the lady, get to the net, and you'll see those two. And the guy's just looking for the opportunity to poach.
Here we go. Here's your
look
ESPN.
At that. Very nice. Very nice.
You know, if I'm Tony, I'm laying out on that one. I'm just saying.
I'm keeping There's a lot on the line. I don't know if he really wants first place.
You know, at that point, you're saying, hey, the knees are going to get scabbed up. I'm going to lay out.
Absolutely.
2-0 Bandits, though. They do have the lead. Oh, and you hate to give free points.
Yeah. I was so local pro out of Oregon, Wes Gabrielson, and I were chatting.
One of the greats, yeah.
Yeah. He said there's one thing in pickleball he hates more than anything. And he says, missing a dink when the other team's serving. And I think a return serve would follow right in suit with that. You're just giving away points.
You're giving away free points. Look at this. Good pickleball here.
There we go. Some nice defensive.
Look at this.
All right, now we're dinking.
Clayton
getting a little more involved.
Yeah, Clayton's getting involved. Laurel, nice shot.
There you go.
Okay.
Lynn trying to be the wall there.
She
Laurel
tried.
just stayed after it. I love it. Love it.
Side out. The help me out with the pronunciations of the chupacabras. Or what are we? The Copacabanas. What are they?
Copacabanas.
What are they?
Oh boy! Oh, Clayton trying to bring out.
Clayton bringing some power.
Yeah, going after the ladies.
Copacabanas finally on the board.
Here we go.
Make it 1-3.
Now we're gonna make it a game.
You can feel the intensity starting to heat up a little bit here.
Yep, those first minute jitters.
Oh!
Those are the ones you can't give away.
Oh.
When you got 20 minutes of playtime, running clock, you have to capitalize on the freebies.
If they lose, you know Clayton tonight at 1 a.m. when he's sitting in bed is going to be thinking about that shot.
You know it.
Oh, Lynn, a rare miss. She's about 99.8% effective on that putaway, and we just saw something that doesn't happen a whole lot,
I
Jody.
actually just pulled the stats. You nailed it. 99.8.
Yeah.
Wow, off the cuff. Huh?
Her putaway there is one of the best in the business, and she just missed it.
Yeah. Little angle. I think maybe she's a little rattled. See, in regular pickleball right about now, you might see a timeout.
Yeah.
No timeouts here.
No timeouts
You just
here.
got to run with it.
You've
Dig
got to
deep.
fight through.
3-3.
Be interesting here. If somebody's struggling, you got to go back at him. And Lynn
that.
fought her
There
way
we
out
go.
of it.
Yep.
She was in the cellar and she climbed out.
Yep. All right, here she is.
She's getting a little motivation from her good buddy Brooke on the side. They said, just pick it up. Come on, do it.
You got Clayton over there. He's frothing, man. He wants that ball back.
Yeah. Tony T down the middle. It's a good serve. Oh.
Tough call there. Tough
I'd
call.
throw the flag.
Yeah,
Once
I'm
again.
definitely wanting to see a replay on that.
I'd love to see a slow-mo. That's a good shot there. I will say this, with Lynn, it's tough to do a switch because she's going to hit that low dipper, and if you're not moving your feet and getting there, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you got to be quick. You almost have to put a little bit of loft under your return serve just to give yourself time.
Yeah, 100% agree. And you play a lot of mixed doubles. What's the key? I haven't played a ton of mixed. I played one and won a tournament with Kim back in the day, but that was it. One and done for me. What's the key in mixed doubles?
So I think one of the biggest untold things in mixed is, for men specifically, is to be a good partner. You're going to have down times, and when you have a female partner, men, we get so aggressive, we get amped up, and a lot of that energy, depending on the female partner you have, you can just bury her. So staying positive, being their biggest cheerleader, to let them play their best is so important, because generally in mixed, the women are probably going to hit 70% of the balls. So and then the next thing is how do you get involved, because you're looking to poach. But yeah, I would say definitely being a good teammate is number one key in mixed. Oh, so we are going to go to the side change here.
A little side change, time change, and I will say this, when it comes to mixed doubles, if you were watching this past weekend, the PPA was in Seattle at Lower Woodland, and they were on national TV, CBS on Saturday and ESPN on Sunday. They had 2-hour time slots on both days. They broadcast everything.
Yeah.
But the two events that made national TV were the mixed doubles.
Yeah.
So that shows you the power of mixed doubles. They don't mistakenly put mixed doubles on their national TV spot. It's obviously right now their ratings draw, and Ashley Lee Waters, they love to have her on because she's only 16, but she's bringing in the viewers. And you watch her. You've been playing this game a long time. I think her backhand is absolutely incredible, but she doesn't miss a whole lot.
Her ball control is better than anyone else's in the game right now.
Yeah.
You talk about miss hits, she just doesn't miss. And you're right. In this game, you can't be one-dimensional. You can't just be a power forehand guy. I don't know if that's true in tennis.
Yeah.
I wasn't a tennis guy, but the ability to be able to be strong on both backhand side and forehand side, her backhand's arguably better than her forehand, and so that leaves you nowhere to bail out. You have nowhere to hit the ball. So, very exciting to watch. Very exciting to watch.
All right, 6-3, Bandits with the lead here on the time switch. Everybody chatting. What do you want to see from Clayton and Laurel here?
I'd like to see Clayton press the issue a little bit more. Generally, when I played with him in mixed, you'll see him straddle the center line a little bit more. I'm maybe playing with Laurel. She's such a power player. Maybe he's feeling comfortable with letting her kind of take a little bit more of the court. But if anything, he just needs to make Tony and Lynn pay attention to him more.
Gotcha. All right. If you're watching live, send us your comments. We love, send us some thoughts. We'll send you some thoughts back. We're not shy here. Joden, Terry, Chris Egan, coming to you live from the ranch. Beautiful Wednesday night, blue skies. Right. Let's play some pickleball. 3-6, Bandits have the lead.
Oh, the nerves early.
Oh, man.
The nerves early.
You hate to come out of that, man.
we have another one that we might want to have challenged, but it was close. She's standing over it.
And just nerves coming out of the break right now.
Could be. Yeah, like I said, I would have liked to see maybe Clayton come out a little more aggressive, maybe drive that one, try to press the issue just a little bit.
And there's the man Winnie himself. Winnie, do we have some comments we can respond to from? Yeah, jump
Absolutely,
in.
Here.
We'd love to. What a night here. What a
Thank
night.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you got? What's some of the?
I got tequila.
You got tequila.
Mm-hmm.
Tequila and Sunrise here. 6-3 Bandits. I mean, when you started building this great place out here, did you ever think about this?
Not at all. No. And the league itself, I was Sunday out here playing pickleball, and I looked at Peter, and I'm like, you know what? We should start a Wednesday night pickleball league for the fun of it. Yeah, it's been fun.
What inspired you to go all in with pickleball?
Actually, funny story. I was been playing forever. Didn't know it was a big thing, and then watched a friend of mine. Actually, I'll call her out, Rose Sawatsky out of Manitoba, play at nationals, and I didn't realize how big it was. And so we went down and watched her play, and met a lot of friends down there, and realized this was a big thing. So I started getting into it.
And
so that's how it happened.
And you mentioned the word friends. I can't even imagine how many friends you've made through this already.
Well, it's funny. You kind of know. Your non-pickleball friends kind of wonder what the heck happened to you. It's kind of a thing. So yeah, we've some of my closest, dearest friends are now from the pickleball world, and that's kind of the beauty of it.
Oh, Lynn Seiler with the big forehand there. Bandits keeping that 7-3 lead. This is a tight one, though. It could go either way pretty quickly.
So how long you been playing?
Oh, I go back to, I can take you back to 1981. My dad worked at Weyerhaeuser, and truth be told, to give you a little pickleball history for everybody out there, Bainbridge Island did have the first court. Weyerhaeuser, the national headquarters, had the first indoor court.
Okay.
It was a wood court, and a lot of the Weyerhaeuser employees would play on their lunch break. And my dad was one of the Weyerhaeuser employees, so he decided, hey, this is a fun game. I'm going to tear up the backyard, and we're going to put a pickleball court in. And it's much different now than it was then. Back then, there was no mention of surface like this or asphalt. Like, you have these beautiful courts here that were painted beautifully and have that tennis court surface. Back in the day, if you were going to put a pickleball court in, you'd go about 8 feet deep of concrete, put a bunch of rebar in there, and that's what we did, and built a full court hoop. And what I love about this is we started in 83, 84, 85, 86, had a tournament called the Egan Invitational, 7 days long, wrapped up on Saturdays with potlucks and food, and we'd have 300-400 people out there watching and enjoying like this. And you go back then, I was surprised it never took off from then, but I'm happy the sport is doing well.
Yeah, well, yeah, this has turned out really nice. It's a real quick funny story. I had one court behind us, and right now this is where our garden and chicken coop used to be. And I was going to put 2 courts in because we were doing Thursday nights, just the friends of ours, and it was too big for one court. So I tear out the one court, going to put 2 court in behind us, and then my wife tells me, I don't think you're going to put that there. And I asked her why, and she said, because I'm not going to take pictures of my barn and post on Facebook and have an expletive pickleball fence in the middle of the picture. And when she swears, she's serious. So, where do you want me to put it? So she said, put it where the garden is. Where am I going to put the garden? We'll put it where the court was. I don't care if the split rail fence in my picture. I'm like, all right, you win. So I called my buddy, one of our gold sponsors, by the way, Rockman, Rock Reefs, Mark Bonthius, and had him come out. And I said, all I was planning was courts and a net. And I said, I need you to grade this for a court. And he's like, nope. What do you mean, no? And he said, if I grade this flat for a pickleball court, it's going to look like you put a court in the middle of a cow pasture. What you need to do is create some elevation, put you a water feature, you get a couple buildings. And this was not planned we did not have this planned April 5th 2 years ago. And by June 20th, it was done.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, I've been around the world, Olympics, tennis tournaments, everywhere, and I've been to a lot of nice venues, and this is right up there. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous.
That means a lot.
When you talk about tennis venues, oh, look at that. Oh, Bandits, by the way, holding a 9-3 lead. 9-3 lead for the Bandits.
Just to keep people updated, though, the Stomp and Bruisers are tied 9-9 right now, and I believe the Bruisers need to pull this out to go to an overtime.
Yeah, the Bruisers need this win for overtime. That is for sure. And Lynn Seiler is on right now. Tony Thompson and Lynn holding on to a comfortable lead here. I look at the Yakima Tennis Club. It's built around grass like this. Wenatchee has a tennis club built around grass and rockery. And everybody says those are 2 of the nicest facilities, the Seattle Tennis Club. And you've got it here. I mean, with the rockery and the waterfalls, and it's beautiful out here.
Well, I appreciate that. We kind of made it so you don't have to really chase a ball very much. It easy gets stopped by the rocks or the little bit of mounds that we created. There's Carrie Moore, one of our dear friends. Hi, Carrie Moore. You're live on the world. Say hi to the world. Okay, good job.
Laurel's putting that away, but Lynn, nice shot there. Laurel and Clayton going to have to, time is running out on them. They're going to have to pick it up here. They're giving signs now. Clayton's going to go the open fist. That means he's going to poach. There's the return.
They got 4 minutes, Chris.
4 minutes. They're running out of time, but they got a point right there.
One thing that my lovely bride asked me to tell everybody is, again, the Romp at the Ranch is coming up on August 12th. It's a combined non-gendered duper rating of 9.5.
Okay.
And we do 2 brackets on a Saturday, and the top 12 teams, depending how many people we have and how many brackets, come back on Sunday for the finals for a double elimination.
So give everybody that may be jumping on for the first time listening to this or watching it later on the Romp of the Ranch, but how do they get involved with this? How do they sign up?
They get a hold of us through our website, the Ranch Pickleball Retreat.
Okay.
Or get a hold of Peter Hidako, because pretty much everybody plays pickleball knows Peter Hidako. And we'll give them all the information.
And Ranch, one more time on the website.
The Ranch Pickleball Retreat.
Ranch Pickleball Retreat. And I'm going to throw this out there. If you're talking birthdays, business getaways,
corporate events.
If you're a professional sports team like the Seahawks, you just need to get away from all the media and all the hype. Come on out here, right?
Right. We had some people probably know from the last week's broadcast. We had Ben and Colin Johns and AJ Kohler.
Oh, Lynn Seiler.
3 of our favorite people, and it's and it's nice because
And tell everybody that's listening what Ben John said. He told you personally.
Yeah,
yes.
it was pretty nice. He was sitting next to me at the hot tub right here and watching this thing on our bench, and he just kind of looked over at me and said, "You know what, Winnie? If I lived here, if I lived anywhere close to here, I'd be here every Wednesday. This is really special." That was nice of him.
From the GOAT, the greatest of all time in men's pickleball, took home
is.
2 PPA titles in mixed doubles and singles this week.
Yeah. Did you happen to watching that singles match?
I did, yeah. He was phenomenal.
Oh,
my!
Wow. Good dive.
And Lynn going right at Laurel. This will be interesting. Laurel gives her a high five, but... And Lynn Seiler, I've seen that before. I've got home many days and taken the shirt off and had a lot of bruises.
Yeah,
and Lynn is the one. She'll fire that at you. And 12-3 now, the Bandits. That tells you, I mean, this is fun, but they're coming after each other out here.
Well,
10-10, by the way, Stomp and Bruisers.
This is serious. Well, this is very serious right here. I think the Bandits got it well in hand.
Bandits are looking good.
Yep, and there's only a minute 20 left, so...
Bellevue Bandits up 12-3. Stomp and Bruisers currently 10-10. And are you the official clock?
I am the official clock. It's always good to have the official clock guy drinking tequila.
Are you picky on your tequila, Winnie?
No. It's something special.
Okay.
That's
and I got to give a shout out. Your production crew is absolutely phenomenal. The fact that you guys are putting this together, I mean, this is incredible.
My son Mitchell and my son Nathan and my daughter Marcia.
Yeah.
They have been rock stars. Next week, I don't think I have any of them, so there's a little panic.
Well, you're going to realize how important they are when they're gone.
I got
because
that.
trust me.
Ooh, 11-10. 11-10.
And that is out.
Stomp is up 11-10.
Oh, my.
Wait,
11 all.
11 all.
On the other court, at the other court, which you can't see, it's the Stomp 11, Bruisers 11. Bandits have this one in control here. And that's a great shot right there from Laurel. That was nice. Quality shot, but with time running out, looks like the Bandits have it in hand. But meanwhile, the Bruisers and Stomp.
Yeah, so
what happens if it's tied?
Oh, we got all sorts of things going on now.
Oh, that's a great shot by Lynn Seiler.
Okay, so now we have to do a playoff to get to the playoff. So I'm actually going to go help the commissioner.
Yes, okay.
And we're going to try to explain this to you. If you can keep the people entertained.
Okay. Are we seeing this court here? Or are we going to move?
We're going to move this over right now so you can see it.
Okay. So what's happened, everybody? The Bandits took care of business in their mixed doubles, and so now we have a tie. The Stomp and the Bruisers tied at the end of regulation. So now we're going to a special overtime. Talk about soccer. You have penalty kicks, and football, you have overtimes, and here at the ranch, the commissioner is on the court. There's a lot of hustle and bustle out there as we're getting set for a big overtime showdown here. And there is the final coming in. The Bandits taking care of business once again, 12-4, your final. Setting the scene here for you here. We're live at the ranch, Wednesday night pickleball. It is the Bandits taking care of business. But now we go to a little overtime. Bruisers taking on the Seattle Stomp. The Bruisers need to win this one to keep their hopes alive. Seattle Stomp up 2-1. Once again, Chris Egan coming to you live out here. Give me a follow at Chris Egan 5 on Twitter. We can talk pickleball. Lucas Crippen, the general manager of the Burien Bruisers. And our shout out to Frank, the general manager of the Seattle Stomp. Frank, I'm sending you a lot of love, a lot of hugs. I hope you're doing well, my friend. And I can't wait to see you soon. Talked with your wife, Roberta, earlier tonight. She was excited I was heading out to the ranch and wanted me to root on your team. And right now, the Seattle Stomp lead 2-1 over the Burien Bruisers. But we're going to overtime here. Randy Anderson and Katie Owens on one side. It will be Kobe and Jessica on the other side. Commissioner Freed chatting with the general managers. Winnie is courtside with his tequila and the blowhorn. What happened at the end of regulation, they were tied when the time ended. So now they're going to a special overtime. Does not happen a lot. The crowd is gathering. It's getting very tense here. Rally scoring here. Now Randy Anderson, great athlete, great baseball player, the owner of Wicked Pie. He's got moves. He's a middle infielder. He's got his 2 kids. They're phenomenal athletes. His son, incredible shortstop, going to be playing in college. He's a big member of the Puyallup Vikings. His daughter, one of the best gymnasts in the state. Katie Owens has been playing phenomenal in this game. Okay, you come in, Michael, to explain here what's happening here.
Right.
I'm telling everybody, we rare water here that we're at this point.
We are in a tiebreaker that could potentially lead to a tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker to tiebreaker, and Burien Bruisers are down 1-2, right? They have to win this.
Correct. Yeah. So what we're going to see here is we're going to see 2 serves from each side.
Okay.
And at the end of those serves, if they're still tied, they'll go to a death ball, which is rally scoring. Whoever wins the rally wins the game.
How was this determined? After a long night of tequila, you guys came up with this scoring system here?
Potentially.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it went down.
So we've got Jessica and Kobe and Katie and Randy, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All
So
right.
yeah, you'll see Randy serve here and Katie serve. They score. It goes over to Jessica and Colby and see what they can do to match it.
All right, this is pressure. The crowd mounting. It's getting rowdy here. Randy serving. Randy, up-and-comer. Took over for Ty Stotts, who was actually injured. Great shot there.
Good drop like Randy to start it. Oh, not a good attack. Not a good attack by Katie there.
A little impatience, right?
Yeah,
Went for it.
Colby.
She thought she had an opening, but Kobe was waiting on it.
Colby in the middle is not where someone you want to test, for sure.
All right, Katie serving now. Rally scoring. It's a 1-0 stop.
So actually, the first 4 serves are actually. Oh, are you? Oh, he missed it.
Oh, he missed it.
So no rally to the first 4.
First four. Okay.
Okay, so it's 0. They got
so
0.
the
on it.
scoreboard is wrong. Then it's not 2-0.
That is wrong.
Okay.
Okay, so right now it's actually 0-0. If they score a point here, it's over.
It's over.
They might still play it out, but really it's just a matter of. That's it.
And that's it. That is it. So the Seattle Stomp win, and they win the overall match.
That is the case. Yeah, that was it. Right.
So that is pressure.
Scoring.
I like that, though.
A lot of pressure. But it was a good match.
Randy thought he had that around the.
He did. I thought he had it too, and just a little bit long. Unfortunate.
That's what you like, though. You love the drama. Everybody coming out. You know what? You got to give credit to Seattle Stomp. Frank, who's watching. We've got to send Frank our best out there. We love the guy.
Oh yeah, Frank's.
Hopefully he's enjoying this tonight.
But yeah, great crowd tonight for sure.
Awesome crowd. So recapping, the Seattle Stomp take out the Burien Bruisers.
3-1.
And the Bellevue Bandits victorious tonight as well too. And tell me about your team.
Our team has done well. Yeah, we've started out 2-0. We're super excited about how things have gone so far. We had a tight one last week, but
you pulled it out.
Man, they really stepped up in the overtime. Freaking Joden Terry and Ashley, like they just Heather, Noah, overtime was just. It wasn't, I wish they hadn't put that much stress onto me watching it.
Yeah.
But they did. But they came up big in overtime, so it was fun.
When you see somebody that loves this sport and is involved with it, and you see what Winnie and Tyler Freed and Winnie's kids are doing out here, and I mean it's just pretty cool that this is all coming together like this.
This is amazing. I think this is where pickleball is going to, the team format.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you see how excited people get about this team aspect of it, and it's a lot of fun. And honestly, MLP started something, and
It's probably not going to stop either.
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not. No, a lot of them picked it up.
All right.
But yeah, it's a great atmosphere, a lot of fun.
I think we're now going to hear from the winners. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We're stealing one of these microphones.
Okay. All right.
Chris, I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you. Good luck. Are you guys on next? What's your schedule for your team?
We don't play on the 16th. But
Okay.
we're looking forward to it because I think we got Mr. Showquist over
You got
there.
Devin Showquist in the Seattle Stomp. That's going to be a battle. Okay. All right. Good work.
I appreciate it.
Winnie, we're going to get it ready to send it over to you, who's going to be hanging out with the commissioner and Tyler Freed as well. I think they're going to be speaking first with the Bellevue Bandits, who came away with a nice victory tonight. Jackson showing off his new little baby there. What a night. What a beautiful night out here at the ranch. Pickleball at its finest, huge crowd, some of the best players in the Pacific Northwest going head-to-head. And let's now get ready to hand it over to the commissioner, Tyler Freed, who's going to be chatting with the winners tonight. All right, let's send it over to Tyler Freed now, who is with the Bellevue Bandits. Big win tonight for Bellevue. Tyler, take it away.
Here we are, Bellevue Bandits. What a great night. You guys all really performed well. Some big matches, some steep competition. Let's start with the GM, Holly here. What was the game plan tonight?
Kick their
Good venue, good partners, good team. Yeah, perfect
Noah.
weather.
Yeah.
Glad she's here.
Brooke, you played awesome.
Thank you very much.
How do you guys take this momentum and bring it into the next match?
Well, I think now that we have gotten more wins than last week, we currently weren't a full team last week, but now that we're all together, I think we're just going to move forward and get even stronger together.
So you're undefeated when Lynn shows up, then, is what you're saying. You just need her to show up?
It's good when we're a team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No more
for
subs.
sure.
I'm
here.
I love it. Well, great job, Bandits. Congrats on the W. Climbing the charts. Bellevue Bandits. Now we're going to talk to the Stomp next. Great job, Bandits.
Thank you, Freed.
Good job. Good job, Tony.
Thank you, Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Seattle Stomp. What a absolute powerhouse tonight. It was kind of mistake-free play out of you guys, I saw. What worked best for you tonight, Colby?
I would not call it mistake-free play.
Yeah.
I thought it was ugly at times, but we kept persevering and pulled out the win.
Nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. Andrea, how did today go?
I mean, women's doubles, we killed it, so
Yes.
that was good.
Yes.
We started strong, finished strong. Mixed doubles, we played against a good team. We had our chances, but we came short. But overall, I think we won pretty good.
And you guys are undefeated, so it's okay.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Take it easy on
We can
yourselves a
take
little bit,
that.
huh?
Yeah.
Jessica, you played so good today. What was the secret?
Pretending that no one else is here.
Okay. That's a good strategy.
Yeah, just focusing on the ball and.
Let's ask the doctor about that strategy. Devin, it was fun
It was
broadcasting your
always.
match today because just your style of play is so
Crazy.
recognizable.
Wild.
It's wild. When do you guys play next? You guys on next week or the
2
weekend?
weeks.
2 weeks. Little break.
A little break. Yep. Gonna go watch the Padres play the Mariners.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
He's thrown in that he's a huge San Diego fan right in front of my face. Can we get the GM up here really quick?
Yeah, behind you.
Yeah, I think these two had a huge weekend, dominated the Seattle Metro.
Yeah.
Patrick, you got to be proud of your team right now.
Oh yeah, Seattle's had a great couple weeks of pickleball, and we just wanted to keep it going. with another win here. So I appreciate my team coming out to play tonight. It was a tough match with the bathrobes. Oh, my bad. Bruisers. Confused the Lucas's, whatever. But yeah, they gave us a run. Probably one of the more talented teams here, so we just come out with a win. So
Congratulations
nice.
on that victory.
Absolutely.
Marianne, you gave a couple pep talks today. What were you saying to the folks kind of the halftime to really pump them up?
Jam it down their throats.
Jam it down their throats. Not a euphemism, Devin. Write that down.
Right.
Undefeated.
Yes.
Congratulations. Look for the Seattle Stomp to come back with some momentum in the next 2 weeks. Congratulations. Go Stomp! All right, we're gonna end the night on that, ladies and gentlemen. Another awesome night at Wednesday night pickleball at the ranch. Huge shout out to a great friend of mine, Chris Egan, member of the Cowboy crew and the 253 crew.
I'm telling you what, this was an incredible night. I mean, this was awesome to come out here. I apologize to Winnie that it took me so long to get out here, but sometimes it's worth the wait. And this was gorgeous tonight, great event, and congratulations to you. This league is just starting. We're here. I mean, it's going places.
It's a real Kevin Costner Field of Dreams line. You build it, they will come.
They will, and they have come. I mean, and
yes.
they will continue to come too. So it's pretty cool.
I'm
proud of you. Well done. Well
Thanks,
done.
Chris, and to the Winnie family. Great job, and we're excited to see everybody week 5. Pound it, noggin, over and out.